of the Constitution formed the core ruling of the appeal against the High Court ruling nullifying the Building Bridges Initiative bill.
5 of the Court of the Appeal judges were in agreement with the High Court that the Kenyan Constitution had a foundation that could be altered by the constituent power.
Justices Fatuma Sichale and Rosaline Nambuye were all of the view that the Constitution was a living document and that Kenyans' hands should not be tied on how to change it.
Justices Daniel Musinga, Patrick Kiage, Francis Tuyot, Kairu Gatembo and Hannah Okwengu affirmed the High Court decision on the basic structure doctrine and that it's part of jurisprudence and it's not an alien concept as some had submitted.
But should a need for judicial inquiry arise as to whether a matter is part of the basic structure of our Constitution, then that inquiry will not be rudderless. Neither will it be an unguided exercise because it is firmly beaconed in Article 255(1).
Independence of the judiciary should be entrenched in the Constitution. 2, the Constitution should ensure that there is no interference in the judiciary by the executive and by politicians. End of quote. If this is not executive interference in the work of the judiciary, then I do not know what else amounts to such interference.
However, Lady Justice Fatuma Sichale differed with the High Court ruling, saying that the basic structure doctrine does not apply to Kenya because rigidity to amend the Constitution could lead to a revolution.
The findings of the High Court were not supported by the context, structure and history of the Constitution 2010. The upshot of the above analysis is that the appellant's appeal on the non-applicability of the basic structure is for allowing. However, this is subject to the majority decision of this court.
She also differed from the High Court ruling on the IEBC quorum issue.
Verification of signatures is not a matter that arises out of the resolution or decisions made by the commissioners at a meeting of the commission, but one dictated by the operation of the law, as the process of verification of signatures is not a policy decision to require the IEBC to be quorate.
Justices Tuyot, Gatembu, Kiage, Hannah Okwengu upheld the High Court ruling that IEBC had no quorum to undertake such a matter of verifying BBI signatures.
The effect of the decision was to sustain the quorum at 5 or at least 4. To hold that the quorum could be anything less than half of the membership of 7 is to weaken the Commission. It is common ground that IEBC formulated administrative procedures to guide on the verification of signatures in support of a constitutional amendment,
I would therefore agree with and affirm the landed judges holding that all the decisions made by IEBC in relation to the proposed constitutional amendments via the BBI amendment bill were invalid, null and void for lack of quorum.
The judges also upheld the High Court ruling that the president can be sued in his personal capacity for anything done or not done in that capacity. They said the president was acting in his official capacity and not as a private citizen when he initiated BBI.
But when it comes to civil proceedings, the president is not insulated if he does anything or fails to do anything in his own personal capacity.
On the popular initiative, the appellate judges were in agreement that President Uhuru Kenyatta cannot initiate a popular initiative as the Constitution had given him appropriate instruments to make changes if he so wanted.
Commend the President's efforts in fostering the unity of the nation. The President is not an ordinary citizen. He remains the President in the political arena throughout his tenure. He cannot temporarily remove his executive mantle in order to engage in a popular initiative, which is a process that has been reserved for citizens. His role in amendment of the Constitution is at the tail end of the process, as provided under Article 2565 and 2579 of the Constitution.
The judges also said that there was no evidence to show there was meaningful public participation, which rendered the process constitutionally unsustainable. Suleiman Yeri, Easy Friday.
It's been such a long day. It's time